Today we're going to figure out how to use the Wood-Mizer Shingle and Lapsider attachment to cut some red cedar shingles. So now when I move this lever, I think the bed will not tilt back and forth, just the cam will come up and down. Because this is how you adjust the tilt. Unfortunately, I think I screwed it up, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Well, seems pretty okay. All right, so I'm going to cut some cants and go from there. Cutting the cants could be tricky, I think. It needs to be really straight or my shingles are going to be funky. So I'm going to pick this thing up and I don't know, figure it out. Okay, so here's the cant on the pallet forks, and I need to take this cant and cut it into 24-inch pieces. So I can take the pieces and lay them up on here and make some shingles. The trick is to cut them square because nobody wants a crooked shingle. So what I think I'll do is draw a line here and here, grab my chainsaw and just cut it, measure 24 inches down here, do the same thing, cut it. I should have a nice cant. I wouldn't want to grab a properly sized square. Now I can grab my chainsaw and cut here and here, and maybe theoretically I'll have a nice cut. I think alternatively, since everything's square, you could probably just straighten them out on maybe a table saw or a cutoff saw or something. That's squared off fairly nicely. All right, now to measure 24 inches over and do it again. Well, there's one. After much trial and error, mostly error, I think I have this thing figured out. Okay, so I have two cants up here on the mill now. 24 inches long, 12 inches wide. So I have them on the second set because I've discovered that if you use the first set, it's really hard to move the lever because the saw head's in the way. So you have to put your hand or whatever out there and it's just a little sketchy. So I moved them ahead one, so you can still do 6. I think I would do a 5 max. So hook them into the back, tighten them down with the clamp. Just like a wood clamp you'd find in a shop, a pipe clamp. Put them on the cam. So when the cam moves, it moves the thing up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, let's see if we can cut ourselves a shingle without completely screwing it up. So that's a pretty good stack. I don't know, I would say there are probably 50 of them there maybe. The stack would have been a little bigger, but I had my learning curve to attend with. But all in all, I'm pretty satisfied. Well, to sum it up, I think that it works. You know, it's a very specialized thing. I think if you were going to make shingles, a lot of them, it would pay for itself really quickly, I think, with some planning and, you know, learning how to do it and, you know, cutting more than 1 or 2 cants at a time, having the proper materials around, you know, it all plays into it, of course. But I think all in all, it's I would say it's a win, and I'm glad I bought it.